Who is here? Come say hi. I'm sharing the link on my Facebook page to see if anyone wants to come chat. How is everyone? I'll wait like 30 more seconds. Who's here? Say hi. I see 2 people here. I'd love to know. Hello. Awesome. Okay, I'll wait. I forgot there's ads now. I know usually there's ads before videos, but I forgot there was an ad before lives. When you see this, say hi. Gonna wait till 40. Before saying anything. I did change some of the stuff that I'm doing, so I'm gonna wait till 10:40 my time to make all of those announcements. Hello. Yeah, I'm starting to have my summer tan, like my raccoon tan. And I burnt over, I think it was Friday. I went out with Philip, Emilia, a friend of mine. We went on the water and I was burnt to the crisp. And like I had this like really, really intense raccoon tan. So I don't know if you guys can see it, like the line here and then the lines of my sunglasses. It gets worse and worse. Oh, my camera's weird. Is there something in front of my camera? Hello. Okay, hold on. I think my camera's dirty. My kids played with my... Okay, now it's better. No, there's like a line. Where is that line coming from? Or is it my computer screen that's dirty? Anyways, it doesn't matter. So, hello, Rebecca. Hello, Marilyn. So where have I been? I've missed 2 Sunday lives. And I still gonna do the Tuesday morning live, but there's gonna be a couple of changes. So the Sunday, the 20, what was the date? The 23rd and the 30th, here in Quebec, the long weekend of the 23rd is our national holiday, Saint Jean-Baptiste Day. And then this weekend was Canada Day. And I decided that I was putting aside YouTube, Facebook, and the social media to be with my family. I realized in my healing process that's like social media, I was like really, really always on it. And my kids finished school. We had a heck of a year. Emilia, her year was not as eventful as the 2 boys, but it was like pretty much like intense all year long. Emilia is preparing for her 6th grade, and Cedric was learning to speak properly because he was having severe language issues. And Philip, I found out last week on Thursday or Wednesday, he was changing school again. So it was pretty eventful. So I decided that as soon as they stopped school, it was like routine. There was no more routine. I let them free range, like if you can say that. And they stayed home. So Cedric went to day camp last week, and my two eldest stayed with me because I wanted them to really unwind, relax, stay home because they went through enough. Cedric loves day camp, so he was pretty excited to go. So he's like a duck in the water, living his best life. So he's really enjoying day camp. My two eldest is a bit different. So that's that. So now that camp has started, camp is at 9. So I used to do my morning Tuesday live at that time, around like 8:30, 9:30, maximum 10. So now it's going to be a little later than that. So I drop off the kids for 9, and back home around 9:15, and then I check my. Sorry, I just got like a message. I want to close it. So, hello, Life in the Valley. I hope you're well too. So I'm gonna read your. You can't stay. I can't stay long either. I was gonna explain all of that. So, since it's really like peak season arriving Tuesday, I can't stay more than an hour. So whenever I will get on, I will stay max an hour because like the heat starts. By the time I'm outside dropping off the kid, it's already like really warm. So the days that I will go live, it will be probably days that I will do stuff inside the house because by the time I'm done, it's going to be noon and then it's going to be like unreasonable to be outside. So I have to take that in consideration for Tuesday's live. Sunday's live, I have no idea what I'll do because it's my night to water usually. But this year, at this point, we are July 2nd. I have not received a water band or a water schedule. So I'm at the moment, my lives on Sunday won't change. That's for that. So I will continue on the 30-day challenge that I was doing. So the 30 post challenge that Remy from Men's Family challenged me with, which was done on, when was my last day? So my last day was June 27th. And I'm going to continue. I have like a couple of stuff planned ahead of me. But I did have like a super stressful weekend. I only have one vehicle. My husband has a truck from the company, so we don't have to buy a second car. But my motor blew over the weekend. So I am walking right now, which is very, very weird. I have to drop off the kids by walking in the morning and pick them up walking. So it happened on Saturday. Yeah, it happened on Saturday of this weekend. So Saturday, Fred went to pick up food for our dogs because it was closed Sunday and Monday because of the long weekend. Well, some of the stores were closed Sunday, so we didn't want to take any chance. So we went, and then he got stalled on the side of the road and didn't think too much of it. Looked around, nothing was like out of ordinary. But then he got home, and the motor was doing like a weird noise. And yesterday, a mechanic looked at our car. And he said he thinks the motor blew or there's a part of the motor that needs to be repaired. So my car right now is in the driveway and will not move until we drop it off later on this afternoon. And I have really no idea when I'm going to get a car back. So that's pretty stressful. I have to admit, being a stay-at-home mom, no salary, my car was like the only thing that I really wanted in front of the house because like if I need to leave the house or if I need to go grocery shopping or anything, if I need to get away from the homestead or I want to go out, at least I had that safety, and that safety has been taken away from me, and I had a complete meltdown Saturday. So one of the reasons why I didn't do a live Sunday is because my mind was all over the place and I I I really tried real hard not to let the fear consume me completely and ruined my weekend with my kids. Uh, so Sunday, my neighbor and friends asked us if we want to go at another friend's house to chill. So we chilled. We tried our best to enjoy the weekend. So Sunday, I could have done a live, but I was not at all in a. I didn't want anything to do with my computer that day. So yeah, it sucks. Knock on wood. We are getting lots of rain. We need, yeah, no water. So if you can pray for me while I am without a car, I have to go pick up the kids morning at night from day camp by foot. So please, no rain from like the half hour that I walk back in here. So yeah, I have a Kia Sorento. It's a pretty good car. I never had issues with it. It's a 2015, and this would be like the first time that I have issues with it. Like obviously, I changed the brakes. There was parts of wheels, not the wheels itself, but within the wheel that needed to be changed. So every time it was about like a repair of like under $200 per wheel. So I just hit 208,000 kilometers on it. Was there a warning sign that I did not see? I don't know. Like, I did have a motor blue on my first car when I was 21 years old. I was stuck on a bridge in the middle of nowhere at 3 o'clock in the morning. And when I heard the noise, when I was driving the car Saturday, I started crying. I told my husband, oh my God, this is not happening. This can't be happening to me a second time. But anyways, it happened. There's nothing I can do. So I'm trying to focus on something else. My old truck, number 5 piston, was non-existent. Still had 7 good ones. I drove it. It's knocking and missing. Ugh. Yeah. So technically, I am supposed to have a vehicle lent to me. This mechanic has a vehicle and he is lending it to me, but I have to relearn how to drive manual. This is going to be interesting. So I haven't drove manual. My last manual was a Volks. I think I was pregnant. No, was I pregnant when I changed my car? Anyways, it's probably like been 10 years, over 10 years. So I'm going to have to learn how to drive manual. Yeah. In the Kia and Hyundai, it's the same engine, and where did the come go? They're totally horrible. Good luck trying to find a replacement engine. So the parts are available. So the mechanics told us it's an easy fix. The parts are available. There's no problem. So when I spoke to him, because he used to live nearby, I asked him, because he was a mechanic, if Kia's is a good model, and he only had good things to say. Obviously, there are some bad things about Kia, like all of the stuff, but he did speak to my husband, and he's like, we should be able to fix this. So I hope everything will be, so the car is being drive to the garage tonight, and we're leaving him the car, and he's gonna open the motor and tell us what's going on. So it could be the entire motor, or it could be pieces. So I won't know until, I have no idea. Replacement. Alyssa Lerner. that the hard way with the same exact car. Lovely. I have a 4-cylinder, so mine's 4-cylinder. So it could be something super stupid, or like, anyways, I don't know. I'm not a mechanic, but what I heard was very similar to so I had a Dodge Colt. I think it was 1991, and I think it's the top part of the motor that blew. And it took a while for them to find the motor, the replacement parts. But it was in 1991, and I was 21 years old, so I think it was like a 10-year-old car. So we'll see. I am putting this to whoever is out there and in their hands, and I'm praying that I won't have to sell a lung to get it replaced. That first message you can let go because no worries. My brother told me I had to change the name to Farf. Oh, shit. Sounds like a valve or something. I don't know. Like, I have zero knowledge in mechanics. So, and it's his career, my neighbor's father. So he came here, he started the car, opened the door to the motor, and he called back within 5 minutes and he said, "No, there's a problem." And he explained everything to Fred, but Fred is like super stressed out. So if I'm stressed out, I feel like a prisoner at home. He's the sole provider of the family. I am without a car. And with everything going on right now in the world, food is more expensive, our house is more expensive, our insurance is more expensive, everything's more expensive. So it's a added stress on his shoulder. So we deal with this differently, but definitely it is taking a toll on us. Okay. I will keep you guys posted because this isn't if I have a manual car and it's something super simple, inexpensive, and I'll share the details with you guys as soon as I have more news. But this brings me to the title of this live. I changed it instead of more in live. Oh no, that sucks. I might need your help. So since I was not as present, I keep saying this, YouTube does not like me, and I've been missing out on a lot of lives, and I can't be present as much as I want. Can you guys go watch a video from beginning to end? Do a thumbs up. Share my content if you can. Because since I am monetized, I can use that revenue and put it on my motor so that I don't I joke about this, but you understand what I mean. I don't have to sell a lung or dig too deep in our savings. So if you can do that, that would help us a lot. So your lawn keeper seeds that you sent me, I sowed 7 seeds. I was able to have 3 very healthy seedlings, 2 that are slower than the others. One, I don't know what happened when I transplanted it. Maybe something chewed on it and cut the head off. So I put it in water and it rooted itself back. So that is going to be later. So I have 4 plants, and the 5th one, I don't know if it's going to survive, but on my 2 very, very healthy plants, I have little tomatoes on them. So I'm hoping I have lawn keepers this year. I feel you. I've been driving Alyssa for about a year now, and the truck is, yeah. I am really excited. So I was able to grow lawn keepers last year, but they were red on the vine. So, and the one I tried to keep at the end of the season were mainly all rotted because of, what's that called? The middle of the tomato was all black. What's it called? Blossom end rot. So I have 2 systems 2 of them are in grow bags, and 3 of them are in raised beds. So, and I use the 30-gallon this time. And I tried another thing, and I sowed them, I think, on April 5th. So I sowed them later. And I think I'm going to continue doing that. And I think the lawn keepers will be sown even later next year, because I don't want them to change color on the vine. I want them to stay green so I can have the most out of each plant. So I am definitely looking forward for lawn keepers this year. I will harvest my first round zucchini, which is called ronde de Nice, probably by Friday. Right now it's about this big. I like mine a little bit wider because I kind of do like, I put them on the grill and I put like a bit of olive oil, salt and pepper, and like spices. So I want like at least to have a couple of slices. I also have a patty pan that's coming. So, but sadly, I lost the war with the cucumber beetles, and I officially have lost, without even starting, the war with vine borers. I killed my first vine borer moth yesterday, and I've been seeing eggs for like almost a week, and I will not have time to inspect every single plant. So what I did is I sowed more seedlings of zucchini this week. So I lost the war of that. So might as well just sow a second round of zucchini. And I also sowed 5 cucumbers just in case that I won't have that. I don't think that they killed that many plants, but they're on the flowers. So some of the flowers will not produce fruits. Well, sorry, some of the little cucumbers with the flower won't produce fruit. So I rather have like 2-3 stones of cukes so that I can have some cucumbers, because I can eat those little mini cucumbers. I can eat for lunches. I need 3. And when I do a serving of salad, I need at least 2-3. So cucumber wise, we eat a lot. Did I miss any comments? So garden tour. This week I have a canning video for you guys. It's filmed, but it's not edited. I really, really hope that I can edit it. We're Tuesday. It's for Friday. I should be fine. But I would like to show you a little bit of what's going on, a garden tour. I know it's like I always get asked to show you my garden. I'm going to do that as soon as I can, film it. Worst thing, it's going to be published a little later. But you guys will at least see what's going on before all of the vine borer damage and all of the pest and all of that. I also will harvest broccoli either this week or next week, so that I'm also excited. I think that's pretty much updates on the garden. I did harvest all of my garlic scapes, processed most of them. Yeah, so garden tour is going to come soon. And the last new thing, it's kind of funny. So just before I had my situation with the car, with my Kia, I went out on Thursday of last week, and I went paddle boarding with a friend. We have nearby lakes, and she was looking for like friends to go paddling, and she was like, come try it, and if you enjoy it, maybe buy yourself a board. And I went on Thursday. I went on Friday. I fell in love. So I brought my kids on the lake on Friday. We spent the entire day, and I had many, 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 many moments. I have to show you something. So keep in mind, these photos, I was like maybe the age of Cedric. So my dad bought a boat when I was 5 years old, and he sold it. I think I was going to be 12. So do I have the years on this? No, I don't. So this is like maybe me around Cedric's age. So look at that. So we went out on the water. I haven't been on the water on a lake in a while. And I was able to fish with my sons last Friday. This is my dad. So I saw my kids fish, and so many moments came back. I was on the paddle with my daughter and my son, and I fell in love with it. And here's another picture of me. So I was on the water, and I remembered this picture. And as soon as I came back home, I was looking for these two specific pictures. And I decided to buy a board. So I ordered my board on Friday. And I received it on Sunday? Yeah, I received it on Sunday. So my kids were like super, super, super excited that I ordered the board. They wanted to come out with me. I had so much plans. Then the motor blew. So I no longer have a car. So I received my board on Sunday, and I don't have any means to go to the water with it. So yeah. Yesterday I was one of our friends said, we're gonna come pick you up so that you can go try your board on the water. And I went yesterday to try out my board for the first time. It was amazing. Well, I felt really, really, really blessed that my friend decided to bring us along. And I had so much fun. So I don't regret at all buying this board. You're going to see maybe later on, after I've paid my car, I always wanted to invest in a water camera. What do you call those? So my GoPro that I have does not go on the water. So we're going to sell that one, use the money of that for everything we have to pay. And then once the motor thing is out of our way, on my board, I have a mount for a GoPro. So as soon as I can film out my adventures with you guys, I will be able to show you what it feels like to be on the water. So that's a complete update of what's going on. Is there anyone still here? I'm seeing 3 people. Oh, Marilyn, woohoo! I thought I was talking to myself. Again. I know you guys are at work. Don't worry. Yes, waterboard. Yeah, it's our new investment. And my kids are like so disappointed that I cannot bring them to the water. So technically they've been requesting that as soon as they come back from day camp to go to the water. But like, I don't have any means to bring them. We don't have access, walking distance, or even bike distance to a lake or a little river or a little creek. And it needs to be at least, so my fins are about 10 inches in the water. So it needs like at least to be 24 inches deep. So creeks sometimes are like very treacherous. So I don't have access to anything. So they're like really, really, really disappointed. So my car motor situation happened in the worst, well, actually any situation of your car being condemned to nothing is like the worst time. Well, it is not the winter, so at least I don't have to endure that. But they are pretty excited. They already have a wish list of stuff that they want me to get for the board. So yeah, it is funny. I am walking distance, but I'm not doing waterboarding in the river. Too cold. Yeah, definitely. So the first time I went, the water was super warm. And then the second time I went, it was not cold, but it was not warm. And then the third time I went, the water was comfortable enough to dip your toes. But the person I'm going with wants to go in until like September, October, until like it's over freezing. So we're looking into like socks that you can put on and like because we sit on the boards. I'm not standing just yet. I'm either sitting or on my knees at the moment. So at least the bottom part of our clothes will have to be like cold resistant, which is not that much expensive. So I'm guessing there's shoes and socks that you can wear to keep your toes warm. But you're in your area, I'm guessing that it is chilly, the water. And it's the ocean next to you, no? I would love to be walking distance. Like when I mean walking distance, like under 10 minutes, so that I can just put my bag in a little cart or on the bike with a little trailer and go. And it only takes me 10 minutes. I would love that. It's not the ocean, but it is salty. Okay. No, 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 no. I'm not. No, no, no. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. Oh my God. So I tried to stand up yesterday. It was funny. Oh my God. So it was wiggling, wiggling, wiggling. And so the only thing I did is I stand up. But I wasn't able to paddle. Like I was not secure enough. But Fred did try it yesterday. And he was like, I can do this, no worries. He stand up on my board. He fell over. It was funny. So I'm trying to convince Fred to come with me. So he's a kayak type of guy. He does not like to get his bum wet. So again, after all of the repairs of the car, and we know how much it costs, we're going to see if we can get him a used kayak. Because now, when we went on Friday, I had two kids on the board with me, so one in the front, one in the back, and I was pulling a third one in a little buoy behind me. It is a workout. I have to say. So if everyone thinks boarding is not a workout, it is. So it's core workout because you're balancing your weight. And I had like the two kids with me. So Amelia is probably around 50 pounds. Philip is probably around the same weight, if not more. And I had another boy with me. So I was carrying all that weight and paddling. So arm workout, core workout, might do something. I found that there is a cover I can put on my ebook. So I could tie myself to a dock or like a rock or whatever and sit down and read on the water. Yeah, definitely. Like I have on with the board, it came with a plastic thing that I can put on my phone. And I do have Kindle on my phone, so I would be able to read, but it's pretty small. So like when I'm at doctor's appointment and I forget my tablet to read, I read on my phone, but I find it a bit small. So I would be able like to hold myself, tie myself up, and like just read a book in the middle of nowhere. But when I do get, if I do get it this year, the camera that I can mount on the board, I'll do it for you guys. I'll try to stand up and you can laugh at me in all of my gracious, if I can stand up or fall in the water. We'll see. We'll see. But it's definitely fun. Definitely fun. I don't regret it. It brought back so many good memories of my childhood. Like, I was blessed to be every single summer, 3 weeks in a row, out in the water on the boat with my parents, and every weekend. So every Friday, my dad would finish like around noon, and he would come home and bring us to the marina. And it would be a long weekend of 4 or 5 days for our national holiday. So wait a minute. Mother's Day, we were cleaning out. Mother's Day, we were cleaning out the boat that was not in the water yet. And then the long weekend of May, it was put in the water. And then every weekend in June, we would go. And then my dad would take 3 weeks off, and we would be out and about for 3 weeks on the water. So many good memories. Oh my God. Like, there's some I actually forget, but when I was 5, I don't remember that much, but as I was getting closer to 11 years old, I have more memories. And like, I was out fishing from sun up to sundown. I was fishing, or in a dinghy, or in a buoy, or in the water, or in the pool. I was like always out and about for 3 weeks. And then coming back home to reality was quite hard. But every weekend after that, until the long weekend of October, we were able to every weekend go at least to the marina. I don't remember if every weekend we would leave the marina because at the end the gas was getting pretty expensive. That's one of the reasons why my dad sold it. And it was cold on the water. So in October, if you think that right now it's 25 degrees Celsius and you're on the water, it's cooler than that. But the sun is actually more dangerous for you because of the reflection. So I thought I was okay on Friday. I was not going to burn. I did burn because of the sun reflection. That's probably why, like, you see my raccoon tan, pretty intense. And like, you need to protect yourself. So it's a bit cooler, but the sun, like, you need sun protection. So when I went yesterday, I had a hat on. So I have to find myself a hat that I can't lose in the water. Like, now I'm wearing, I don't know where it is. I'm wearing a cap on, and I'm tying it on this. So this goes on my head, and then I tie this, and then I attach the cap to this so I don't lose anything. Because there's places we go that the water is deeper. But I think I could film some of it. Like, the quality of the videos would not be that great because I would be filming out of a plastic Ziploc that's protecting my phone. But I can try to do that. My next adventure, I'll try to film something for you guys, even if it's short content, so that you can see what I feel on the lake or wherever I go. I don't know when's going to be the next time. If I can have the car tonight, maybe we'll be able to go, or maybe next Thursday. We shall see. So it's going to be an adventure. So, Marilyn, any baby bunnies yet? I have missed so much in our group chat. So I don't know if you were on watch not long ago. I'm gonna wait because there's a bit of delay when I ask a question. Oh yeah, I have 16. Ooh, that's so cute. They're adorable. They are adorable. I love the first 4 weeks phase. They're like not the when they're born. I don't really touch them. I don't want to aggravate the mom. After like 1 or 2 weeks, I open the cage. I touch the nest, not the nesting box. I don't touch the nest, and then I let her sniff me, and then I pull one out. Oh my god, they're so cute. They're so cute. So I have 5 little baby bunnies right now. Nice. So I have two. It's called cendré in French. What's cendré in English? So it's like not black, not gray, but like a mix of both. And I have one that's like more white than caramel, and I have two caramels. Yeah, I think that's it. Ash color. I think so. I think you're right. The chicks are beginning to look like small. Yay! That's so cool. I remember you posted that you got you gave out is it you that gave out your adult hens and you're restarting? Yeah, it must be so cute. And they look like their mom. Oh, nice. I like Chanticleer. They're big birds. They're very like the males of Chanticleer. You got the white ones? I only know the white ones. I saw, and I did not want to do the integration. Yeah, so it is. It is complex. So there's a couple of ways of doing it. Um, but there's always a chance of reject. I completely understand your choice. And with this trade, you might have a couple of males that you'll be able to send to freezer camp. Because the males are pretty big. The way I do integration is when I introduced a very, very young hen, I put her in a dog cradle. Sorry, there was two. I put them in a dog cradle and well, both of them, and I put them right in front of the indoor area for about a week. They were like chatting, introducing themselves, and then one night, very, very late, I took the two little hens and I put them on a roost, and it went pretty well. But the first week, one of those two hens would disappear as soon as the sun sets, and I wouldn't know where she went. So, and then the next morning, she would reappear. So I'm like, where do you go? So I told Fred to put a camera on the chicken run, and the little hen was like 12 feet in the air in a tree. For every night, she would roost on like 12 feet high in the tree above the coop. So we had to, for about a couple days, just before the sun goes down, we had to take that specific hen and put her on the roost. That was like one of the situation. The other, there was a pecking order disaster, and I had to isolate one, which was like very sad. But I get it. I get it. Hi, Dave. How are you? How's the garden going? I did also try the trick of Justin Rhodes very late at night, just put it into the coop. And I also tried mid-afternoon, put 3 hens in the pen. Oh, that was like the worst idea I had. They are in the new chicken coop. I missed the pictures of your new chicken coop. I cleaned the corridor. The hens were in, so I can put the oh, okay. Yeah, Tetris, homesteader style. Every time I have to play that game, I think of you guys. Like, there is like memes for us. Like, we're gardeners. We know we don't have space, but yet we still buy plants and we have to go home and figure out where to put them. But we always end up finding a place for them. Yeah. Yay! That's so cool. I have to go walk my garden. I haven't been in my garden, like really walk the rows in a while. So I'm exploring a little bit more this year. Now it's on hold because my card is not working. But since I'm exploring a little bit more, what I do is I walk the garden and I inspect, and I have like a list in my phone and I write down everything that needs to get done and what's urgent, what can wait, but like I still put it on my list. And then like Saturday when my motor blew, I couldn't go anywhere. So I just went in the garden and like 90% of anything I needed to get done that was like not like a really, really urgent end up being done. I just have 2 things to do that is really urgent. But, Fred's not very, very present at the moment mentally, so I don't want to add more stress to him. So I need 2 trellis to be added to my tomatoes. I have 2 rows of tomatoes that the tomatoes are like woohoo laying on the side. But it's okay. Hi, Tracy. So I have tomatoes that were formed Friday when I checked. I should be eating small tomatoes. So we're first week of July. I transplanted them. Let me think. I transplanted them. Let's just say end of May. So it's too early. So by the end of this month. Yeah. I'm not in a hurry. So Dave, I'm really happy for you, but I'm not in a hurry just yet to be in that high period. I'll be out. No worries. I'm just happy you're here. I haven't chatted with you guys in a long time. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, but it's not the ocean. Oh, I forgot to do one thing. I'm supposed to do this every time. I do this like it's been a while. So on Tuesday, I try to share if anyone needs, share the love. Last week I shared No Borders Homestead. Does anyone need a video or knows someone that needs some love? Like I have like tomatoes that are about this big that are green, which is cool. So I am excited. 2 purses were doing. I'm guessing this is doing. Motocross on my beach. Yes. Noise. So I don't know how your land is, but is that portion public or private? So when you take videos, Marilyn, of the beach and the waves and all of that, is that considered your land or it's public? Everyone can pass on it. Must be exciting. Oh, okay. So you have to endure everyone. But I get it. I get it. Because it's connected to your land. Okay, okay, okay. I would too, probably. I would treasure that piece of land like it's treasure. That's why I probably enjoy so much your. You remember when you did your Wednesday videos? I don't think you've done one in a while. And I would just listen to the ocean. There's like something comforting. Well, any piece of land that has connection to water, and you hear that little noise that when the water hits like soil. We have a little trail to go on the beach, and sometimes someone is sitting right in front. I get that. So I used to be very, 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 very social. And the more I grow up, the more I grew up and become an adult, and kind of realize that not everyone that's talking to you uh, is doing it in the best interest. There's like sometimes darker reasons why they're talking to you. And I became more and more reserved as soon as I had city issues. So, like with my neighbors, I have no problems with any of them. Well, most of them. I can talk with them. So I had like there was like a situation between a couple of our neighbors. We just came together, we chat about it, and we dealt with it. And there was no problem. We laughed about it, and that was it. So I have fun with my neighbors, but past that, I'm like very, very reserved, and probably why I was so scared to meet you, like meet the homesteaders at the conference the first year. I was like, I don't know these people. Like I've been talking to you guys for like a while, but like I didn't know you guys. So it's easy to portray something online, but then when you're in front of someone, it could be different, which was not the case for any of you guys. But I was still scared because like the experiences I've been having over the years had made me cautious, which is sad. So that comment, what are you doing there? I would so say something. Oh my God. Oh, sorry. What did I do? Oh, I starred. Okay. So I understand that private property starts a high tide line. I have a farmer's tan too. It's ridiculous. So I start from the hands to here because like I pull up my sleeve up to here, and then this is darker than this, and then I started wearing short sleeve, but I can't show you like if there's same thing with my shorts. So I start wearing 3/4 shorts, and then I wear like jeans shorts and stuff like that. So I can't show you like what's not exposed to the sun because like it's gonna go like it's so white. So I'm like it's like if I'm wearing a shirt underneath all of this. But it's the funnest tan. I have the raccoon tan because of my glasses, and I have the farmer tan. I rather have this tan. Um, Part of me always asks this question: Should I go back to work and become a second provider? But there's a part of me that really enjoys being outside in the freedom that I have. I know it's not always cute and cuddly. There's like darker side of being like only one income family. Like the situation that's happening right now. We're gonna be in a crunch for a little while, but I I don't think I would change it unless I was forced to do it, because like I can decide when I work. I can decide work. I mean, like on the garden, YouTube, study. It's not really work, but like other than the homestead. So I prefer having this tan than being white from head to toe and being stuck at a desk job like I used to. My entire career, I was at a desk. I actually worked nights at one time, and like I was not even seeing daylight. I would get up like at 8, 9 in the morning. I was in at work by 11, and I was out at 9, 8, 9 at night. So I was like maybe seeing 2 hours of sunlight every day. It was like inhumane. Yeah, it is. Date night when I go to the beach more often. Because of the wind? So what's your average day temperature? So right now, what is your temperatures out, like your temperature outside? That's not what I want. So right now for us it's 24 and it feels like 28. What is your temperature at your, like near your house? Like just to compare. Oh, you're at the office. Okay, is it really different than your house? Well, it must be because you're near the ocean. So it says 21. So should be okay. So it is chilly because of the ocean. Okay. So you never really experience. Hello, Danielle. I haven't like seen you or chat with you in so long. How are you? So that means you never have like 30 degrees Celsius at your house. It's been a while. I think I've spoken to you before sowing season. Okay. Are you still in school right now or you're off for the summer? The thing I struggle the most with is that the humid, like the humid aspect of it. So when I was visiting my sister, she's in YSPZ. When she was on the ocean side. I love that about it. So it was amazing. So it was 24, but I would love to move, but it would be heartbreaking for so many reasons. Okay, so that means you'll have part of July and August off, like 6 weeks off. So part of me, to answer your question, part of me wants to move. So we've met a couple of people that are nearby our village. So when we moved here, our neighbors were like friendly, but we probably, because like you connect with certain people and you invite them home and create a bond or like neighborly friendship. They are super 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 nice, but I guess we don't connect on that level enough so that we become like more than neighbors, like become friends. But I did meet a couple of people within the last 2 years that we were able to have that, and our kids are like really really close, and if we would move we would lose that. I would lose a lot, and I would have to start over, and my kids would have to start over, and my sons need special needs school. So Cedric needs a school that has what do you call it, language courses. So he is diagnosed with a severe language issue. So technically, if he progresses the way he is right now, he could have a chance to go back to regular school within a couple of years. Philippe, on the other hand, is struggling a lot, um, more than he should, but he is. We're trying to figure out. So I went with the regular medicine with him, and I am not seeing any improvements. So I am going natural. Um, we'll see what that does. I just started a new. We're going. What's it called in English? Naturopath, and we're trying to find what could cause all of this with a holistic practice. And I'm really hopeful, but he still needs a special class because he needs to. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's because he does not want to show us or because he doesn't understand, but he has trouble reading, writing, and recognizing his dates, hour. Like he's struggling overall, but we don't know why. So we're trying to figure that out. So he needs a special school. So Cedric, if let's just say that we finish the renovations of our house within the next 2-3 years, he could be at a normal school and we would be able to move, and he would find a spot in the village school that we would move to. Emilia is devastated every time I speak about moving. She's heartbroken because she has a couple of girlfriends around the house and at school also. And she's like, if I would move, I would want to move where I would be able to go to the same school. So I don't know. Part of me is being called to the mountains and the water, but I am like, I also have children. So it's like a very hard decision to make. I had, when I moved here, about a year or two after, I met someone within the village that lives like maybe 10 minutes away from me. And it was fun to have someone. She was a stay-at-home mom, so I was able to see her as well. But then she moved. So that was like the first hard for me, because I have a hard time at like attachments in friendship. So when she moved, I was like so sad. Is there a high school? I have like there's many high schools around me. There's at least 4. Is that what was your question about, Marilyn? Near me, or Oh, yes, yes, yes. We have a high school nearby. So the way when you have like schools in villages, like there's many villages that goes to a high school. So she has a couple of choices she can go to. Emilia's going to be in high school if she graduates next year, 6th grade. But her house is not fit to be sold the way it is. Well, we could sell it. We could, but there are some things that needs to get done first before we are able to sell it. Like her kitchen. And painting. And there's a roof over my front porch that needs to get changed. Uh the roof of the shed in the backyard that was taking on water. We need to change that. There's like many nicks and knacks here and there that needs to do. I could, like, we could move, but it's just I would lose like precious friendships that we've made here. That I thought I was like when my friend moved 4 years, like she moved the first year of COVID, so she moved in 2020. I never thought I was gonna find friendship again, so I was ready to move when she moved. And I was actually looking to move near her. And it was like a 5 hour drive, 7 hour drive from where we are now. Um, but then I've met other people and we became good friends. So I don't know what's in the future for us. I have no idea. All I know is Fred can retire within the next 12 years, depending what he does with his work. So we don't know. There is like positive in selling the house, so we can fix up the house, take the next 3 years to fix it, get a good amount for it, and then sell it, and then buy a lower a fixer upper that is like, when I mean fixer upper, not the roof, not the windows, not the concrete foundation, like a vintage kitchen that can be upcycled, painted, and like cover paints and stuff like that, and like, but a fixer upper. But we would be able to be almost mortgage free and debt free, and Fred could finally live because he works like 60 to 70 hours a week. So if we would sell the house, buy a fixer upper, be debt free, small mortgage, he could like half that until his retirement. But then we would lose our friends. So it's a very, very hard decision to make. There's also like there's good and there's bad. I am more right now looking at what I would lose, but like I don't know what I would gain. So gaining wise, I know that type of adventure, me selling the house would create content for all of my channels, my French, my English, my two English and my French, and then the adventure of like actually leaving here and then going somewhere else and building, and then like building this new life would actually, that would be one of the good things. We would be able to travel, because being in debt, I mean, we're not able to travel as much as we want, because like we're focused more on being debt free than anything else. So being debt free would mean that we will be able to travel more. So it's like there's good and there's also sad parts. So it's hard. It's very hard. Hi, Karen. Yeah, you can watch the name of the live if you want to know why I named it that. I'm happy to see you. I'm actually going to stay like maybe like for 5-10 minutes more because I do have to go out. And like I have to adult and be in the garden. So I'm going to repeat this. So my Tuesday live will always be later than usual until day camp is done. So day camp, I drop them off around 9. So it's probably going to be around 10ish, 10:30, because I get home, I do chores, the chickens, and then like I pick up my stuff, and then my garden is doing great. I did do a little update in the beginning of the video. I did lose the battle. I stopped battling the cucumber beetle. I killed my first vine borer yesterday or the day before. So I saw eggs. I'm so sad. So normally I would go and inspect every single zucchini and winter squash plants and kill the eggs. I don't think I'll be doing that this year. I think this will be the last year that I grow winter squash for a while because I now have also squash bugs or stink bugs, either or. They look similar. I think stink bugs are a bit bigger than squash bugs in my tunnel on my cucumbers. So I think I'm going to take a year break or like or if I do grow some, I will put them in my food forest and whoever's the strongest wins. Because I do have like older seeds. So I think that's what I'll do next year. I'm just going to plant them in my food forest and whoever wins, wins. And whoever loses, well, just too bad. So that's that. I never had squash bugs. It's been a while. So either in the compost I had, there was like eggs. But oh yeah. Don't tell me that. I stuck my head. So there was like a spider that had their little babies and they were like stuck in like this little spider web and I stuck my head in that. Oh my god, I screamed. But I have a love-hate situation going on with spiders. So I'm like, I'll tolerate you because you're my friend in the garden. I hate spiders. I try to have that relationship with them, but I'm scared of them. I'm trying to think if I didn't say anything. Oh, I started harvest. Oh, I forgot to say something. So I started harvesting black raspberries. They're delicious. They're like my favorite. And then I have Nova. I think it's Nova that was given to me. That I also started harvesting raspberries. And alpine berries, I've been eating them almost every day. I have the yellow ones. And I had one plant or two plants of the red one that survived. I have pine berries. So those are like pineapple strawberries. I've been harvesting those. I have two of my plants of grapes that are starting to produce fruits. I have no idea if I'm going to share most of them with the birds, but at least I know those are coming. I have Concord grape. I have to go check. My trellis system didn't work, so I have... Oh, let me write this down. I forgot to write this down. My trellis system is not working, so I have to go put that. What else? I'm starting to realize that my food forest and my perennials, I should have invested in a ground cover, either hemp bedding or like heavy mulch after planting them. Because right now I have one row of alpine berries and hascaps, and I kind of lose them in like the weeds. There's so much weeds. It's ridiculous. So alpine berries does not produce suckers. My memory is correct. So I should have put like a either ground cover or anything that's biodegradable on like before planting it because I have to weed that like there's no tomorrow. So I think in October of this year I'm going to relocate some of my stuff into weed barrier, some of my perennials into weed barrier stuff because it's a lot of work weeding, and I always end up neglecting it, and I could have much more fruit if they were not battling with the weeds. Plant seems to be smaller this year, but things are fruiting, but seems different this year. No, to be honest, the only thing I was struggling with is peppers. Peppers were very, very small, but I ended up buying 24 or 36 plants of peppers at the nursery. Tomatoes, I had some rotting on me. Just give me a sec. My husband just wrote to me. I just want to make sure if everything's fine with the car. Okay, no, it's not that. So sorry. So some of my tomato plants this year were struggling. I lost so all of my extras, I almost used them all because they were like brownish yellow. At first I thought it was pesticides in my compost. So next year I think I'm going to test my soil to make sure that there's not glyphosate in it. I'm kind of terrified to do that test because if there's glyphosate in my soil, it's like I'm ending up eating the same thing as the grocery store. So I'm probably going to do the test next year, just to be sure, because I've been sourcing out compost from 3 different locations. One was in bags that was certified organic. One was from a nursery, and the other one was from a local farm that was using the poop of his animals and creating soil. But if he's using glyphosate sprayed brown material to put it in his poop, I'm putting that into my garden. He said he was not putting anything in his garden. But I did find it very odd that my tomatoes were struggling. There is one other option. If it's not that, it's that the fluctuation of temperatures. So bear this in mind. We're not controlling the environment of our seedlings. I mean, of our what's going on. So we don't have tunnels. So you're a seedling, you're used to 30s degrees Celsius. I don't know what 30 is in Fahrenheit. So I know 23 is 70. So maybe 80. So let's just say your seedlings are used to that. And then you dip. You go like 20 degrees lower, and then you go up, and then you go down, and then you go up, and then you go down. So our seedlings are struggling. So my smallest peppers are starting to perk back up. They're probably not going to produce anything. There is one thing. I'm going to read your comment after, Marilyn. So there is one thing that is really, really frustrating. So every place that we have bought hay to do our own compost, cannot confirm if it's not sprayed. So I don't know what we'll do. Because you need to put poop and then you need to put another material to mix it. So we wanted to go down. I think next year I'm going to go down with and explore the route of hemp bedding. I saw a couple of places that is available for me and replace any hay that I like. It's quite like, it's always, I don't know. They're telling me that they don't, but then there's other places say that they have no choice. But then that is also fed to their animals or their bedding. So it's a vicious circle. I lost all of my currants on one of my currant plants. I was like, no. Don't you have a beef leafy tree around? My leaves have like black spots on them. I don't think it's a disease. I think it's because there's too much nitrogen under the tree where my chickens are, because with the other one that's like not even 10 feet away from it doesn't have it. So I could use that, but I need, as soon as I put something in, I need to put something. I could keep journals though. I'm onto something. So I think I could keep the journals that I receive every couple of weeks, and maybe I'll explore something different. Yeah, definitely a good idea. Thank you. I think that what's the problem was here, spring was cold. Yeah. So we had cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, and then a lot of rain, and then cold, and like it's been like fluctuating. So it's probably not helping. So where I got my compost, it was a farm in my village. Or next village after? No, it was the next village after. So it's a lamb place. Is it lamb? No, it's not lamb. It's the other one. Mouton? What's mouton in English? Bon appetit. Anyways, I get that there, but I don't know. Like they couldn't confirm if it was sprayed or not. I'm gonna go as well because I am getting hungry and I have a lot of work to do in the garden. So if you could do me a favor, YouTube is also a source of income for me, and since, well, some of you weren't here at the beginning of the live, the motor of my car blew. And it's going to cost us quite a lot of money. And if I can help Fred provide for the repairs, I would love that. So if you can take 10 minutes, 20 minutes of your time, and you can go watch some of my videos, comment, do the thumbs up, that would help us like tremendously. And it doesn't really cost you anything other than you press play and you can leave your phone or your computer on, and that will help us. So thank you, everyone. I hope you have a good week. And I should be back live Sunday. So what is next Sunday? Yeah, I should be back to my regular schedule for lives next Sunday. So have a wonderful day, everyone. Take care. Bye. Thank you.